Hi guys, welcome. This is our daily reading for September 21st, 2016. Remember, it's a general reading, so see what feels right for you. See which signs, symbols, bells, whistles, messages, energies resonate for you and bring you clarity to what you're wondering, concerned, confused, inquiring, dreaming, praying about. We're all children of God. We're all psychic. We're not all going through the same thing. So see what feels right for you. It could be one sign that brings you clarity. It could be the whole reading. It could make sense later. In the end, always use your logic and intuition together to make sound decisions based in love for the highest, greatest good of everyone involved in the situation and so on. So we're all uplifted in love. See how it feels for you. How you ride these energetic waves that come through here is always up to you. Is it your wave? Is it not your wave? Are you waiting for another wave, preparing for the wave, crashing into the wave, riding that wave, or ignoring the wave? Ignoring that wave. In the end, it's always your choice. If you want to make this an interactive video with me, feel free to pull some cards for yourself. All right, let's start with the Earth Magic Oracle cards, and let's see what we have for basic energies into the day. One card. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, our higher self, angels, and energies of love have for September 21st, 2016. One card for focus, clarity, and understanding into the day. Crystals, focus. Oh. So I see like, it has a mountain, and it makes me think of like a crystal cave or like caverns, which makes me think of like, maybe you're somewhere like, I don't know, I guess there are caverns for crystals everywhere. I'm thinking like down south, like Tennessee or Arkansas, or even like Mexico in particular. Maybe something up north as well, northeast, Maine. See Maine? I'm getting really specific states for some reason. So maybe you're somewhere near like a cavern or a cave or something like that, and there's actually a lot of energy in your environment, like in your location. Crystals are living things, and they carry memory. They do have focus. Maybe you have the ability to have some like extra energy around you. I feel like I also see beach, like a beach. So how the sand is just tiny bits of quartz. It's still quartz. It's still whole, even if it's tiny. So, and I see a lot of amethysts here. So maybe there's abundance or prosperity happening when you focus on what you want, when you focus, I hear like affirmations, positive intentions, clear focus, ambition, drive. I see somebody writing like goals and then breaking it down into like step 1, step 2, step 3. So maybe it starts with step 1, step 2, step 3. I also see facets here. So I see many, many, many different perceptions, perhaps on the same environment. And I see the ocean here too. So I see like the mountains, and then I see the ocean. So that makes me think of like quartz, sand. Maybe you live near even desert, something like that, where there's a lot of sand. I just thought of Liberian desert glass, which is sort of like moldavite, but it's yellow. It's like the meteor that hit the meteor came down and hit into the sand, and because of the meteor hitting the sand, it heated up the sand to create this rock. So it's not really from outer space per se, but it is because of outer space falling down into the desert that it was created. Therefore, it involves, I feel like, the elements of both. I don't know where that came from, the Moldavite. Side note, what maybe Moldavite is important. Or I think it's Libyan desert glass. I hope I said that right. If not, I'll put it below. I can see it. I can see how it looks. It's like, it looks a little bit like, ocean glass. A little bit. All right, let's go to the Art of Life Tarot, and let's get more clarity on crystals. I feel like actual crystals are involved here. Maybe taking a salt bath, perhaps salt, like releasing toxins. Maybe taking a walk on the beach, or if you don't have a beach, get some Epsom salt. And I feel like maybe some of you have swelling, or like sore muscles, strained muscles, swelling. I just see toxins being removed with salt. So maybe you just need some time to like rebalance your levels. I feel like pH levels too. And I just thought of like Bragg's vinegar with the mother type of thing. So maybe that's important for somebody. Like wake up and have a big glass of water and put a little shot of that vinegar in it, just down it, and it'll help cleanse your system a little. All right, let's see. Let's get another card. The Page of Cups. Maybe you're going to have something nice happening, a nice message, a nice chance to have a new start at a relationship, a new romance. There is no instinct like that of the heart. Lord George Gordon Byron. And this is Cupid and Psyche, detail by Sir Edward Burne-Jones, 19th century, Manchester Art Gallery, USA. It's like Cupid just got her when she was sleeping. She woke up, she didn't expect to fall in love that day. She didn't expect to fall asleep underneath the roses in the park. And it's like Cupid took opportunity of this moment to just shoot her with that little love arrow. So she was seeing stars and love and butterflies and stuff when she woke up and met ... How does the rest of this story unfold for us, for you, for me? I feel like it's a page. It's a message. It's a chance to start something new. It's a chance maybe to see, like, change your focus. Maybe you've been focused on worry or finances or your job, or been stressed out. Maybe it starts with a nice hot bath. Maybe in the morning even, get up a little early, take a nice bath, you know, maybe at night before you go to bed. You know, positive, like intentions, what you want, positive things you want to have, like healing and maybe a new chance, with a new relationship, maybe a different, focus in the relationship you're in. I feel like for some of you, it's a chance to work with somebody. Like to work with somebody that you're really good with. Maybe that is younger than you. Maybe you're older and you know somebody that you kind of always, it reminds you of when you were younger, you always kind of have fun with them, and they're good on like tech stuff, like computer or something like that. And perhaps you do something completely different. Like, I see like an inventor or like an artist, like somebody that does like wood carvings, or like something in a garage, like something where they're really creative with the different tools and things they put together. And maybe that's the younger person, and maybe you're good with computers. I feel like there's a younger energy that you're working with. And I feel like they're good at something specific, whether it's the like hands-on inventive part or the numbers, like technology, maybe the internet, something like that. I don't know how I got that with the Page of Cups. I have no idea. I guess for some of you, you have like maybe you're starting a new business, something. Maybe it's that person that you have fun with, that you have a good time with, that actually is someone to work with. You work well together. Maybe that's somebody you can help bring some focus energy into something different if you're starting, because I feel like for some of you, you're married, but for some reason, this is somebody young. Maybe you have a grandchild or like somebody in the neighborhood, somebody at your job that's just a little bit younger, but you have the same interest or hobby on the side, and or this person can help you do your hobby, the thing that you do on the side. I feel like it's a person you have a good time with. So if somebody offers help or advice, maybe with something that you're doing, maybe go with that advice. This is really good, helpful advice. It's going to give you a good start to do something that makes you kind of like what you're doing. Like you're going to really enjoy this. So for others, I think it's just a new start in a relationship. Maybe you're meeting somebody a little younger, or you're younger, or you feel a little younger around this person. But it's a page, so if this is actually speaking of a person, the Page of Cups would be a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio energy. Probably still learning, you know, still learning and still mature in the way, well, maybe not always mature in the way that they deal with emotions, but learns really fast. I feel like they can be really psychic, like a sensitive kid. Perhaps they are really sensitive. But I feel like that sensitivity is a gift. It's a strength in the end. It's what helps them navigate their life. Their right and their wrong signals come through the emotions with this person. And they, maybe it's overwhelming at times with this Page of Cups. Maybe they feel a lot. Maybe it's you starting to feel a lot about something. Maybe it's just time to start feeling, you know, start getting your heart involved in something. It's going to cause you to want to just act. Instinct is just not knowing why you know something or why you have to do something. You just have to do it. You just know and you do it. You don't really think. That's that like internal thing going on. So when that clicks in today, or if that clicks in with somebody else towards you, I'm curious to see what happens with that. Let's get another card. I'm gonna go to the Romance Angels now with that one. So let's get more clarity on the Page of Cups for the 21st of September. Page of Cups. Let's see what we have. There is no instinct like that of the heart. Children. So maybe it's somebody younger, or it's you that I feel like in some cases, if this is you and you're meeting somebody new, if maybe this is a person around you who you always sort of feel like a kid with, like you're a kid with them, maybe somebody at your job, or somebody you've met before, a friend of a friend, and you sort of felt a little bit young around them. Maybe you're going to start a new relationship and it's like starting everything all over. Like it's like a junior high crush. And then you're going to move up to high school and you're going to move along. Maybe you'll skip college and keg party situations and move along after that. But we're starting something new here. For others, it's actually your children. It's maybe scheduling that's going on. So maybe, let's see, your love life is being affected by children. So either it's pointing you towards a different direction in what's good for you in a relationship because of your children. So they're a part of your relationships too in the end. So what's good for you has to be good for you first, right? Because you can't give to your children if you're not being good to yourself. You know, you got to take that bath every once in a while and take care of yourself. Otherwise, your kids are just getting stuff from an empty plate and your mama or dad is always like maybe grumpy or going through it or tired and whatever, and your kids are there and they're getting the brunt of whatever. So maybe that is it. Maybe you're stressed over children going back to school. Maybe it's like affecting the bedroom scenarios a little bit, the situation, the timing. You don't have any time. You just don't know when. It's just not even something you think about. Maybe this is something that's going to happen that's going to make you go back. I feel like this is Cupid. This is that lovey-dovey. This is the, like, teenager I'm thinking about, like, thinking about you all day and have scenarios going on in my head before I even see you, and it's really good in there, so it has to be amazing later. So maybe this is starting to peek through and you're trying to work this around. You still have your children, even if you start to feel the itchiness towards your husband or your wife or your honey or someone new. So you have to learn how to work around this. You can't just be like, I mean, I guess you could, maybe that's what you're thinking about. Maybe you're thinking about, you know, a place where you can, maybe somebody can babysit your kids for a night and you can go on a date, or, you know, call up grandma, grandpa, call up your sister or your brother, say, hey, can you take the kids for a night? We're going to go out. We're going to pretend like it's our first date again and do this, you know, focus on the relationship a little bit. Perhaps you're bringing your children on a date somehow. Maybe that's nice. You could do something like on a weekend. Oh, it's not a weekend. It's a daily reading. So maybe you're planning something for a weekend. Or like learning how to merge going out with your children and still having a good time, feeling like you're the Page of Cups here. Maybe you're just doing something with your children. I feel like a picnic, or like maybe, well, I mean, there's a puppy here. So I feel like it's responsibility and nurturing. So it's both. It's teaching responsibility. I mean, the little kid's here and his button's all undone. I feel like there's a brother and a sister. They're like two sisters and they're really different. And there's animals involved in this. All right, let's pull another card. I feel like it's hard when a children card comes up in a general reading because everybody has a different situation with this. For some of you, you're still in school. You're not thinking about having children for a while. But perhaps it's you growing up or you dealing with something different than you would if you were a child. Now you have to see it through the eyes of an adult and you're not a kid anymore. So perhaps you're starting a new relationship, or something new is coming in your life that you love, but you're still new, still excited like you were a kid, but you have to see it through the eyes of an adult, through responsibility, through maybe through care, through understanding, through allowing yourself to learn. I mean, if you're just growing up, we all learn. We're always constantly learning what's good for us, what's good for our families, what's good for our significant other, what we want in a relationship, what we don't want in a relationship. So I feel like there's something that connects you to the past, maybe with yourself as a child. Maybe this person reminds you how you were as a child. That's kind of beautiful, actually. Let's go to the Archangel Power Tarot, and let's get another card for September 21st, 2016. This page, maybe it's your kid. Maybe if you have kids, they're like, you're finding about like boyfriends, girlfriends, situations and stuff like that, and how to deal with that. Don't make them feel weird if you can try, you know. Don't tease them about finding out if they kissed somebody for the first time and tease them at the dinner table. That's very embarrassing to children. Maybe give them an embarrassing story of yourself so they connect with you and they realize that you are a human being that had experience too, so they're not afraid to tell you things when they're really actually important. So maybe there's a bonding going on with you as kids, or maybe that happened to you as a kid, you know? You went through some stuff and your parents thought they were helping, but maybe they just, you know, maybe you were on your own through learning some of those things, because in the end your parents were sort of embarrassed about that kind of thing. And it's not really that they didn't mean to not talk to you completely about it, just that they weren't really comfortable. So you relied on your friends or something like that to teach you, which isn't always the best way. So maybe if you have the opportunity now to correct that situation and get a nice close bond where you have kids that are just good with talking to you. Better they talk to you about something that's important than somebody else. So that was very specific. That wasn't for everyone, but maybe that is something you're thinking about. Maybe for the future. Maybe that happened to you in the past. The Queen of Ariel. So this is like a earth sign. So maybe a Virgo, a Taurus, a Capricorn, She's beautiful, nurturing. I feel like classy, even if she, just in her presentation, in her aura, if that makes sense. Like, she can make the entire, like you can take her to a junkyard and she can make it look beautiful. Does that make sense to you? Like, you could take her out in the garage and she could turn it into an oasis somehow, and it could still be a functional garage. You could, she creates beauty wherever she goes, and beauty that's functionable and workable, not just that looks nice sitting on the wall, but usually has some kind of use. So she's also very practical and logical. I feel like she's like if Venus had to come down to Earth and get to work like Cinderella and do a bunch of stuff today, how she would figure out how to do things her own little beautiful way and still work hard and get it done. Because she was a goddess and all, but like get her hands in there and just start to do things. You're like, why is Venus scrubbing the floor with sponges on her feet and like she's roller skating around the house? Like, I think I'm like some kind of cartoon where, like, I guess that was maybe like Pippi Longstocking, where she scrubbed her floors by putting brushes on her feet and like making the entire place sudsy. That was a really weird reference of Pippi Longstocking. I hope I can find that and put it below. Wow, that just brought me way back. But they made it fun. They made the cleaning experience awesome, like a party. And then it was done at the end. So it was like an experience the whole time. That was awesome. And you had results at the end, which made it double awesome. So who is that for you? It's somebody usually mature, even if they're young. This girl or guy, it's a general reading, is that mature kid. They're generally older than you think, like, or they're hanging out with like older kids, like the adults at the party. They always sort of, adults talk to these kids differently. If they're a kid, it could be a kid in their 20s, but you're always sort of respected. There's an old soul behind this person, whatever age you are. Somebody mature, practical, generous, and happy. Like happy, like even if you have to clean and do whatever, gotta get it done, might as well make it fun. So it's telling you to nurture yourself and those you love. The ability to make anything more beautiful, practical, and wise advice. So maybe there's some cleaning going on. Maybe you can make something beautiful out of what you have around you. I feel like somebody's like stressing over a dinner party or engagement party or yeah, something like that, like even a wedding, something big, and you're getting way too worried about things that don't matter kind of thing. When you can probably find solutions that are gorgeous around you with some maybe fabric and LED lighting. Stuff like that can change your whole, so maybe perhaps go for some solutions on your own with lighting. You just need one awesome light and a nice pretty wall or something to create a beautiful space for yourself. So perhaps you're being told it's very expensive by somebody else and you can do some research on your own and see how you can maybe add some of your own little spice to that party if that's you for some reason, maybe a birthday party even. Maybe you're going to do something with some fun lights. I just see like fairy lights, like the tiny, tiny little lights that are outside like everywhere. Or like, yeah. Or like a wall full of those, not real candles, but the little like votives, like little fake candle lights that look like they're real, but like a whole wall with like different levels of beautiful candlelight, something like that. And grapes. So there's something in abundance here. There's something that there's a lot you can get. Maybe there's some kind of discount. You can go online like eBay or something and you can find all those lights really cheap and you were going to spend way too much on them before. I see like abundance, something here. So perhaps there's something in bulk you can get that's helpful for you rather than buying each little thing individually. That was really specific for somebody. I also see these pink roses and violets. I think that's the first card I ever really saw a violet on. It's really pretty. She reminds me of like Cinderella a little bit, like Cinderella I think of like the stage show a little bit. And a little bit like the Cinderella and Into the Woods for some reason. So let's do one more card from the Thelema Tarot. And let's sum up this reading for September 21st, 2016. One more card to understand the Queen of Ariel. So Earth sign, water sign, Page of Cups. Maybe there's an age difference in a new start of a relationship, or this message, or maybe this party has different age groups. I see a party now for some reason with this. Maybe it's just cleaning up your environment, making it beautiful. I feel like some people are just like cleaning out the garage kind of thing. Maybe it's just this inspiration that's going to help you get the job done, and it's going to maybe make some space, create some free time. Maybe that's going to be like a bonding moment. That's a really weird bonding moment to think of, but Pippi Longstocking came in my head, so that could be fun. All right, let's get one more card for the day. The Five of Swords. So I always feel like this is it. You could win or you could lose. It could go either way. I feel like you have the upper hand, but that there's somebody who has to lose with what you gain. So maybe I'll pull one more card. Let's get one more card for this. So maybe you've been like fighting, trying to find some time to get some cleaning done, to have some time to go on a date, to find some time for your love life. Maybe like you feel like, you know, maybe you were younger in a situation, you had to start at a new job or whatever, put your time in like you were younger, and you know, now you lost out on some moments or like chances to have a relationship. Maybe it's another chance. Maybe you just had to put in your, I feel like now this is somebody that was like kind of young and maybe wanted a relationship, maybe with the Queen of Ariel, or this is you. And instead of maybe the Page of Cups, instead of accepting offers that came in the past, you had to work on this, like figuring out what you wanted. Maybe it was just putting, I feel like I hear dues, like putting in your dues, putting in your time with something here. Maybe it was a learning process. We just had to have a little time to mature a little bit so that you were ready. She's mature. So maybe you, the Five of Swords, like lost something. You had to give up something. Something was lost so that you gained a little bit more. You had to leave something behind to grow. You had to put like surrender something. I feel like there's some kind of surrender here. But you're leaving with more than you left, and somebody else had to give something up completely. There's somebody in the back who has nothing. So there's loss here. There was defeat here, but there was also a win here. So what was lost and what was gained for you? I feel like whatever that is for you, it's now on the, it's on an upswing. It's on an upswing with the Page of Cups and the focus and the clarity and the maturity. So maybe it's just finding the time, finding balance, finding what's worth your time, worth your energy. Because Five of Swords sometimes is putting, like, I think of something spinning, and if you're putting too much focus on one spoke of that wheel, or there's too much weight, when it goes around, it's going to get heavy and it's not going to move nice and smooth. So let's get one more card for the Five of Swords. I'm not sure what I just said there. The Chariot. That's a victory card. That's you getting in touch with everything that is good for you and deciding to move forward, no matter what battles were lost in the past, no matter what was defeated, no matter, you know, what you gained, what you lost. You have the chance now with this. This is the big victory card. It's finally connecting to your higher self, to that higher driver in you, to the inner driver in you. And that connects to the outer world in the Chariot. It's the big victory. It's a beautiful card. It's, well, in this card, it's like the dark horse and the white horse riding in harmony together. They're not fighting each other. They're working with one another, and they're moving you forward. You want to hold the chariot, Vincenzo? You want to hold this instead of my necklace? No, he wants my necklace. Vincenzo. Here, hold this. Hold it. There you go. So, with the chariot card, it requires you to get behind the front wheel, to get behind the driver's seat in this one. It's up to you to make it move, to make it happen, to make it go. It's up to you to accept that victory and to take chances, take opportunities. I feel like if this is a message that comes your way, or you're thinking of like taking a chance in something new, it's going to work out for you with this card. So maybe if this is you, like battles you fought as a kid growing up because of learning, they were just learning, maybe fighting with your kids, whatever this is that was a younger energy, was you learning how to drive your chariot, how to drive your car, how to drive your big old like vehicle to life here where you're supposed to go. This is understanding that you have the power to be tousled either way around, but you're deciding to hold on to those reins and move it forward with where you need to go now, what's good for you. Look at how calm he is here. Like, look. He's very calm. He's not like having a hard time driving this chariot at all. There's like a sparkle up on his third eye. I'm like looking at this. I need to try to see it in the camera here. And look at the sunshine, is like his chariot is being pulled by the sun. It's like the inner sunshine of you is what's driving you forward. The chance to be yourself, it's what's driving you forward. I feel like you're powered by your own wings here, like an eagle or an angel. Look at how big his wings are. So, I mean, you could fly away at any point. You're so powerful already. You've just upped your horsepower now. You understand you have the wings to fly. You have the wings to be free. You've always been free. You've always been free. It's time for you to get into the driver's seat, to be a part of your destiny with this card, to be, you know, accepting this ride. This is your ride. It's meant for you. Get on board. I feel like your ride is going to be smooth once you realize that this is your chariot. So when there's something that comes into the world today, you feel like you just have instinctual need to get on board with. It's like your heart beating is moving this forward. The fuel of living is moving this chariot forward for you. You're flapping your wings. The horses are moving with you. The energies are moving with you. So, I hope this reading is helpful for you guys. I know it's a general reading and I had to sort of bounce around here with a lot of different things, but I'm just going to hope that this is good for the day and that you guys are blessed. Have a beautiful day. I love you.